Okay, so I am just back from PAX. Way, PAX was brilliant. Before I go on, actually, coffee, steady. I was gonna film this thing using this that I bought. This is a $3 fisheye lens that's meant to like stick on the camera. And I actually bought this to take to PAX, and then I could get like the fisheye lens of like all the crowd, and it would look all really cool and stuff. Um, but it turned up a day late, which meant it turned up a day after I'd left to go to Seattle. And I was playing around with it this morning, thinking, oh, I'll do my video blog in like fisheye lens, or like it's more a wide angle than a proper fisheye. Um, and it's meant to have this sticky stuff on that's meant to like stick on the lens, and it stays for like a minute and then falls off, and which makes this pretty much entirely useless. Also, it doesn't really work that well because anything other than right in the middle um, ends up just blurry. So I've learnt my lesson about buying $3 Amazon, $3 lenses for my cameras. Um, yeah, other things. Last week, the Wardrox she wrote didn't have a video, and you may not have actually spotted it because I only put I didn't make it a featured article, and that's because the video editing software, which is called Pinnacle, which cost $50, is absolute bullshit. Most videos you see me make now will probably have very limited editing in, because once you start doing anything more complicated than one long shot, the software just starts crying and it like breaks the audio and it just does all sorts of this bullshitty stuff. So never ever buy Pinnacle software. It is god awful. It's like if Apple made an MP3 player. It's that kind of quality, as in software. Not slagging off the iPod, but iTunes is one of the worst pieces of software that is like commercially available, save for like Internet Explorer 6. Now, I've made some notes on what I want to talk about, and there are a few cool things. I'm all kind of excited because I went away for a week, and I had like a week of like not listening to anyone and just sort of lying on a boat, being on a cruise, and I came up with a few ideas, which I talked about last week. The idea of making it more personal, so like you guys connect with people more. Um, in the meantime, I've also founded, started kind of a game development studio, which is currently working titled Project Nth Digit. Go on the Negative Gamer forum if you are interested in joining me on that. The idea being Negative Gamer is never going to make me any money, so I might as well, like, whilst I'm not tied down to anything, start trying out different avenues of stuff that I'm interested in. So Project Nth Digit has started. Is crap because .it, which you should also go to, it got its 1,000th thing that is crap over the weekend, which is brilliant. I wasn't. I was here. I was away at PAX, but that means that either later today or tomorrow I will be sending off a press release like, "Hey, this website has 1,000 things on," and then hopefully newspapers will be all like, "We have nothing to print. It's Friday. Let's post something about this," and then I'll make £1 billion. The end. Oh, it's all quite exciting. I've got like the camera there, and I've got all this other stuff. We've got photos from PAX. I've got quite a lot of video, probably a couple of video interviews, and I'm going to make one like montage type thing just to play around with it, unless I kill myself trying to use the software. Just checking this microphone's on. I recorded a couple of videos at PAX, and the microphone was turned off. Oops, my bad. Um, Now, yeah, things that will be happening. This is my journalism thing. Like, whenever I go to events, I always make like a million billion notes. But yeah, I'm going to be changing the homepage a bit at the top because going to PAX made me realize when we talk to so many people and say, "Hi, I'm from Negative Gamer," and you get the same reaction every single time of this sort of, "Really?" Or like negative, because they're worried that we're basically just trolls. And so I need to do something with the homepage. What I may do is put some kind of like tagline, like "critical not shit" or "critical not crap," or something that's not quite as thought off the top of my head. And then maybe a video that's basically like 30 seconds, entertaining, well made, explaining what Negative Game is all about. Because we're about critical thinking and voicing anger in what should be pure entertainment. But there's so much bullshit that we're aware of that we just get angry about it. Um, what else was I gonna do? Um, Oh yeah, another cool thing that came from various talks at PAX is that we should be doing more things that the web can do. Like if you think about all of the cool things the internet can do, or like you can do with a web page, how you can dynamically load things. You can pull in video, you can pull in audio, you can create anything you can imagine. And then look at a Negative Gamer post. Square title. Here's some links to other static pages, square image, like just text, comments and blah 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 blah. And it's so tied down to blogs and stuff that I want to be able to free up people's articles so that they can do exciting things. Like if they want to make like paragraphs, I don't know, write themselves, or they want to add some dynamic JavaScript, or do all the cool stuff that you can do on the web. I want that to be a part of Negative Gamer because we're kind of a progressive site. Just in like pushing boundaries and stuff. So that's something I want to play around with. If you look at my interview with Herman, that has some experimental code in it, which makes some of the quotes larger. I would appreciate feedback actually if you go and have a look at that post because I've experimented with a few different formatting ideas there, and that's cool. Oh, I also had an idea for a minimal site skin. So like at the bottom you can see it goes black and white. I want another button. You just click that goes minimum, and it like just gets rid of the right-hand sidebar, gets rid of related posts, gets rid of pretty much everything apart from the actual article itself, and then it's just like logo, article, other things at the bottom, and then it just makes this really nice, simple, clean like browsing experience, which is nice. And so I'm going to be playing around with stuff like that. What else was I going to be doing? Oh, also more personality driven. Like I'm gonna make little about the author boxes at the bottom, which link to people's Twitters and Tumblrs and other blogs and stuff, so that you guys who read the site, like Half Left will post something, people can read it, and then they can be like, oh, what else does Half Left do? And they can wander off and like see his Twitter or see like his YouTube channel or whatever it is he does. Yeah, I'll not go too far along what I think he might do on the internet. But that kind of stuff, and then it's like lets our writers get their name out more, which is cool. Um, oh, that's everything. So those are the things I'm going to be working on. I only have 1.5 weeks left in America. Boo! And then I'll have been here for nearly 3 months, and then I'm going home for 2 months, and then I'm back in America. Yeah, for another 2 months for summer, where it's going to be so goddamn sweaty. And yeah, everything's going really rather well. Not financially, obviously. Like the site isn't like the biggest site in the world, but we have a ridiculously solid founding for like the direction I want the site to go in. And what I need to do is basically spend the next few days just like solidifying like what I want the site to become, and then working out a way to actually get there. And if you guys have any feedback on that, I've been going over old video blogs where I talk about this kind of stuff and looking at people's comments and feedbacks, because like as well as finding out what you guys were up to on that Sunday, which be sure to post what you're up to today. It's so cool to see like people writing like these long replies, like especially when I talk about adverts. Like so many people are just like, no, seriously, it's cool. You can have more than one advert, and I won't think you're a dickhead. And that's just kind of cool. But I don't know, I'm generally in a very good mood at the minute. So hopefully that will spread across the site. And all this week we've got PAX stuff. So just you guys just basically keep being awesome. And I will talk to you next week.